The police cannot stop someone just because of a random phone call without real proof of a crime. The officer wanted to check the auditor's ID, but the auditor never pretended to be someone else. He was just using his legal right to not show ID. In UK law, you don't have to give ID unless police have a clear reason, like suspecting a real crime. Here, the officers had no strong reason, only a vague report, which can lead to unfair treatment and misuse of power.
I understand it in that way, but I'm not...
Your name gives you ID, we could ring SafeStar, say, and confirm...
Well, you can ring SafeStar and you can ask them if, obviously, if they've got canvases in this area and you'll validate who I am. And what's but obviously, I'm not giving it out.
Well, when I ring up SafeStar UK and say, you've got canvases, and they say, yeah...
They know I'm in this office, they know I'm around here. Because we get issued to a certain area and they keep both names of the people.
So where's your ID card?
It is on me, but I don't have to show it. I've not committed a crime.
We're going round in circles here, aren't we, chap?
No, I don't mean human rights, mate. I've not committed a crime. Obviously, you're putting me under alarm and distress now. You both cover it going round me. Obviously, you're trying to say that I have to show my ID.
You're putting me under alarm and distress.
How am I?
It's your ID. We've shown you our ID. So
yeah,
you know.
but at the end of the day, you're a public servant.
Instead of accepting that the auditor had the right to refuse ID, the officers kept pushing him. Then they claimed he was causing harassment and distress, which is strange. The auditor was calm and only explaining his rights. The officer said, "We showed you our ID." But that's not the point. The problem is they kept asking for his details without a legal reason. They try to act like victims, but they were actually making the situation worse.
I didn't say you were my servant, did I?
Okay.
I said, but if you're walking around with a police uniform, it gives you powers...
Stop going on about YouTubes like this public servant, okay? I'm not a servant, I'm a police officer,
yeah.
okay?
Which means, but you serve the public.
I'm a police officer.
Right.
Okay. Police officer. I'm not a servant.
Yeah.
So let's get that quite clear before we start.
Well, there's no need to get angry, is there?
Officer said, "I'm not your servant. I'm a police officer." This shows a bad attitude. Police are supposed to serve the public. His words show ego and misunderstanding of his job. He kept pressuring and intimidating the auditor instead of respecting his rights. His tone was rude and full of superiority. This behavior goes against what policing should be and made the situation stressful for the auditor.
Well, not all coppers are legitimate, are they? Not all coppers are nice. So at this moment in time, am I detained? What for? What am I being detained for? Have I committed a criminal offence? I've not committed a criminal offence. How can you detain me? Because then you're holding me hostage. You're now restricting my free way of movement because now you're saying I'm being detained for a crime I've not committed. I will just literally, I'll send this to me my lawyer, mate. This is going straight to my lawyer.
First things first, you're recording it.
Yeah.
Has it just picked up the word that you just said to me?
Yeah.
Right. This is your first and last warning. You swear at me again, you'll be arrested. Do you understand me?
Yeah, but I'm asking why am I being detained?
Listen to me. Are you going to listen?
I'll listen, but I want you to listen to my point of view.
Detained at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So we can speak to the caller.
Yeah.
Because as I said, you fit the description of a person seen acting suspiciously.
Yeah.
Right? Now, until we speak to the caller and fathom out what the caller says to us, you're not going anywhere.
Right, so you're detaining me against my own will from a crime that I've not committed.
This is a clear
This is a clear misuse of police power. The officers stopped the auditor just because someone called and gave a vague description. That is not enough under the law. Police need proper reasons to detain someone. You cannot hold someone just because they look suspicious. The officer even admitted they were waiting to figure things out while keeping him detained. This goes against basic justice, where a person is innocent until proven guilty.
Because then that's holding them against their own will.
Well, once we speak to the caller,
yeah, but now your
crime has been committed, then I'll tell you what's going to happen next.
So you're actually admitting you've illegally detained me for a crime I've not committed.
We haven't illegally detained you.
Well, if you've not detained me, then I'm free to go.
Tell you what, walk up there and we'll follow you then if you need to speak to you again.
Well, then it's harassing.
Off you go.
But then it's harassing.
It's not harassing.
No, what I'm saying is, if you'd like to leave now and walk whichever way you like, carry on. And if I need to speak to you
The officer suggested, "You can walk away, and we'll follow you." This is not okay. Following someone without a valid reason is like harassment. The auditor already said he wanted to be left alone.
I'll just put a complaint to
The officer was trying to create suspicion instead
Because
of
obviously
having
you're legally
real
detaining me
evidence.
for a crime I've not
This is
committed.
intimidation, not proper policing.
So obviously, like
If
I'm
there
going to
is
ask
no
again,
legal
am I
reason
being
to stop
detained
someone, they
for a
should be
crime?
allowed to go freely.
Because obviously now no one's answering. If I'm not being detained for a
I'm just
crime,
in process of speaking to your manager.
right?
If you'd like to walk away, you are free to walk away. And if I contain us a crime, I will come after you, won't I? It's up to you, sir.
I'm not going to turn me back. I'm not going to turn me back on officers so you can body slam me.
Do what you'd like. I don't think you're capable of body
Hey, there's police out there that body slam people for the fun of it.
before when he's asked for an officer's ID.
So you've illegally detained me. You call me a liar. Yeah, but now you've also illegally detained me. So wait until IPC.
Wait, we're going around in circles. Twice I've said, if you'd like to walk away, walk away.
Well, just for the camera, have I been committed as a crime? Right, so I've not committed a crime. So, well, you've given me permission to walk away. I'm not, mate. I'm not, mate. Now you're making lies about me. You've also illegally detained me, like I said before, when he says you're now detained. For what crime? He couldn't give me a crime. So he's legally detained me on the spot. He's also kept me hostage. So I do know my rights, and this will be going to IPCC. I will be sent it to Milan. I'll wait until it's all over the line. I don't need the log number. I've got your badge numbers. Because I don't trust it. I don't trust the fact I can walk away with you.
The officer said the problem happened because the auditor didn't show ID. This is wrong thinking. The auditor did nothing illegal and clearly explained his position. The officer blamed him instead of accepting his own mistake. This shows ego. The officer didn't like being told no, so he made things worse. Thinking that refusing police demands is a crime is dangerous and not how the law works.
Joint benefits.
You could have ascertained your work 10 minutes ago and you could have gone on your way then, couldn't you? So
we'll have to go so we don't body
Take the
slam.
log.
So we don't body slam.
before you get that in.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's right, serious. Free to go, Sam?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to leave.
I took them to a criminal court and a civil court. At the criminal court, I was awarded £35,000 because of the incorrect ways and the way they did the jobs, which was performed illegally. Officer Stephen Haynes, PC Jarvis and PC Warwick. One of them was suspended for 2 months with further investigation. One of them was fired, and the other one was given a slap on the wrist and was allowed to still do the job, but under investigation by their own.
The £35,000 compensation shows how serious this case was. One officer was fired, one was suspended, and another was investigated. This was not a small mistake. The officers acted with arrogance and didn't understand the law. They demanded ID without a proper reason and made the situation worse when the auditor refused. This case proves why people should know their rights and why police must be held responsible for their actions.